So the other day, I'm reading on Twitter that Big Bird got the vaccine. And I'm like, well, that's cool. Good for Big Bird. I'm glad the Muppets are being safe in Sesame Street. And then I tweeted, why did it take Big Bird so long to get the vaccine, though? Because I thought he was an adult. Big Bird. It's not child. His name's not Child Bird, although big isn't a word for an adult. But when you're a kid, it is. Like, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. But anyway. So then everyone wrote back, because he's a kid. And it wasn't approved, like people getting super mad. And I'm like, okay, I know the vaccine was just approved for kids. I should have put 2 and 2 together. I get it. Your kids haven't been able to get it. It's been hard. People, it's not fucking tweet about Big Bird. And then I wrote, okay, I didn't know Big Bird was a kid. And then people are like, honestly, how could you not remember that? I'm like, honestly, I'm 47. I didn't even watch Sesame Street 40 years ago. Would have been too old. Would have been 7. So I watched it when I was 4 or 5. Do you have, I mean, sorry, maybe I had a traumatic childhood. I don't know. I don't have any fucking memories from when I was 4 years old. I know I watched Sesame Street. I can remember the songs, but I wasn't like in-depth thinking that Big Bird was a kid or an adult. Also, I was a kid. So if something was a bird, I wasn't even thinking about gender or age. And it just like, I don't know. I thought it was whatever. And everyone's like, hello, he had an imaginary friend, Snuffleupagus. So obviously he was a kid. I'm like, I don't know. Can adults have imaginary friends? I thought he was just like a weird, kind of like stunted emotionally bird. If I really had to think about it, I don't remember what I thought when I was 4. I'm sorry. And then other people were like, I'm literally your age and I know that he's a kid. I'm like, good for you. Good for you. I was joking about the traumatic childhood, by the way, in case my mother's listening. Why do you say that on the air? I'm joking. I'm saying there is no explanation for why my brain did not comprehend that Big Bird was not a kid, but it is a Twitter scandal. I mean, I didn't turn it into one and get mean to people, but there was impassioned responses. I mean, I don't know if Dave Chappelle has caught this much flack about his obsession with trans people. You would have thought I wrote something horrendous like his special. I just said I didn't know Big Bird was a kid. Oh my God, the things you don't know. I am unfollowing. And even Snuffleupagus being as an imaginary friend, like I'm trying to go back into my kid brain here. And I'm like, okay, there's Snuffleupagus. And I get it. I think I remember other adults saying, I don't see anything there. Who are you talking to, Bird? I don't remember. But even back then, I wasn't like, because I know people were saying, and I already knew this, but not to brag, but I already knew this, but they took away the fact that Snuffleupagus was imaginary because they didn't want to show children not being believed by adults, just in case children want to report, being molested or whatever. And so again, though, when I'm watching it, I'm not going, Big Bird's a kid, and this is his imaginary friend. I honestly, if you asked me when I was a kid, I bet I would have been like, how can Snuffleupagus be imaginary if I see him? Like, I don't think I was a genius, guys. I don't think I really thought it through that much that, Big Bird's a kid, Snuffy is imaginary. I can see him because I'm seeing it through Big Bird's eyes. Do you think I wasn't sophisticated enough to get that? I think I was like, I don't get why no one else can see him. Maybe I just thought like people can't see him because I don't remember other Muppets coming along and going, who the fuck are you talking to? Not that they talked like that. Would be great if they did though. But like adults would come along and be like, I don't remember. Guys, I don't remember. I was 4 years old. Anyway, this woman wrote to me, Jen, I just read your comments on Twitter about how you thought Big Bird was an adult, and I totally thought he was too. I guess I always thought he was an adult with a mental illness, so I think that's probably worse somehow. Is Sesame Street supposed to be all kid puppets? This is new information to me, Megan. No, Bert and Ernie, clearly adults because they have their own apartment. Oscar the Grouch, I think is an adult. I don't think they'd have a child unhoused Grouch in a trash can. God, that's my favorite Dave Chappelle joke. If we can just remember when Dave Chappelle was funny, he had this joke and it's just the way he says it. And he's just talking about how everyone is so mean to him on Sesame Street. Like, Oscar, you live in a trash can. Why are you no, Oscar, you're such a grouch. And he's like, bitch, I live in a trash can. Like, I could just laugh. That and Adele Dazeem by John Travolta. Bitch, I live in a trash can. And Adele Dazeem. Like, if nothing's going on in my mind, and either one of those runs through my brain, I will fucking laugh out loud, tears running down my face in public. I mean, it's just so funny. Anyway, so Megan, no, I don't think everyone's a kid. I think, but even like Elmo, they have baby Elmo. Okay, so now that's telling me Elmo's an adult. Grover, not sure. All the Muppets that are in the band. Now I'm confusing Muppets and Sesame Street. I know it's all the same, but see, Megan, I don't know. Big Bird, again, I think it's big. The movie Tom Hanks, big means he became a kid in an adult's body. Big. Why don't they call it Kid Bird? They really fucked up. They confused a generation of Gen Xers. Apparently not the people that follow me on Twitter. They know it all, I guess, but